Ladies and gentlemen, in the days and the weeks that led up to this very unique special session of our General Assembly, I have heard from countless constituents who have asked me, much like I presume they have asked you, what we are planning to do to provide oversight to the many unilateral actions that we have seen taken by Governor Pritzker over the last several weeks. Senator, I'm reading your bill, which purports to create the Restore Illinois Collaborative Commission, which does certain things upon the request. I'm looking at the bill, the request of the governor's department. They're going to convene certain meetings, and if they choose to convene those meetings, they'll then issue reports to the General Assembly every 30 days to report to us what they are doing on behalf of the Restore Illinois Collaborative Commission. I've got to tell you, Senator, my constituents expect far more from the General Assembly than what this commission purports to do. Senator, I know you know my district, but let's consider what's happened here in Illinois. In the past 10 weeks or so, we have seen Governor Pritzker issue an emergency declaration in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. And since that declaration, Governor Pritzker has issued more than 30 executive orders in which are his response to the unique circumstances the people of our state of Illinois are going through. His executive orders have been wide-reaching and have touched upon every aspect of our constituents' lives. The media has reported some of the impacts of these executive orders in the workplace, limiting where we eat and where we worship. But his executive orders have gone well beyond those things as well, making changes to the Open Meetings Act, changes to the operations of the Secretary of State's office, imposing civil immunities for certain healthcare providers, moratoriums on evictions that impact duly elected county sheriffs in each of our counties, making changes to the way marriage ceremonies are performed, and whether certain units of government even conduct meetings. My point in raising all of these examples is that of the 13 million people in our state, there are wide-ranging views on each of the issues covered by Governor Pritzker's executive orders. Some people support them, some people do not. But there are two issues for which there is no dispute. First, that these executive orders have touched upon the lives of each of our 13 million constituents. And second, that the legislature, the Illinois Senate, has a role in these types of decisions. The very foundation of our republic relies upon a separation of powers, a system of checks and balances that is designed to provide oversight to each of the branches of government. The governor, the head of the executive branch, is charged by our Constitution with executing and implementing those laws which are passed by the legislature. These are, in fact, two co-equal branches of government. However, today what is clear is that the two branches of government are not, in fact, working together. Instead, we are seeing countless act after act by the stroke of a pen of this governor, and I look across the aisle to the many friends that I have on the other side of the aisle, each of you having been elected in your districts and representing your constituents in this body, and I ask of you, when are we going to do our job in the Illinois Senate to represent our constituents? My constituents and my communities are crying out for us to do something while the governor continues to act in a unilateral manner and place upon the people of this state the decisions not that we make as a body, but the decisions that he makes on the second floor of this Capitol building. I know all of you respect and value the institution which is the General Assembly and the institution which is this body in the Illinois State Senate. And I implore to you, my friends on the other side of the aisle, let's demand that this governor work with us as a body, demonstrating mutual respect for the two co-equal branches of government so that we can work together with him to solve the many problems that face our communities and our people in our state. But I am very sorry that this proposal before us today that purports to create the Restore Illinois Collaborative Commission, driven by the governor, falls wildly short of those expectations that my constituents have for this body. I urge a no vote. Thank you, Madam President.